and welcome back to Lizzie in Disneyland. Today is 8 weeks until Toy Story 4 is released and I'm getting so excited. Today I am wearing my Primark Toy Story nightshirt. I have seen people wear this as a t-shirt, but I just don't have the confidence, so I only wear this at home, and I'm wearing it for this video as I am trying to show you my complete Toy Story wardrobe through these videos. So today I am counting down my 8 favourite humans from Toy Story, Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. As always, please let me know your favourite down in the comments so that we can discuss Toy Story. So these are in absolutely no particular order. They are a mixture of good guys and bad guys, but in the future I'm going to count down my favourite villains, if that's a thing, and they will be a mixture of toys and humans. So the first one has got to be Andy. Up to this point, the Toy Story films have centred around Andy and Andy's toys. Obviously, we now know that Toy Story 4 is going to centre around Bonnie, as spoiler alert for Toy Story 3, Andy gave his toys to Bonnie. But if you haven't seen Toy Story 3 yet, honestly, what are you doing here? You can't watch Toy Story 4 until you've watched Toy Story 3, so stop watching this video and go and watch Toy Story 3 on Disney Life. Andy is such a wonderful character, and I recently read a theory that the Toy Story films are so successful because we grew up with Andy. I mean, I was only 1 when Toy Story came out, but some kids would have been about Andy's age and literally grown up with him, but I grew up with Toy Story the same way that an older child would have, so I honestly believe that I love Toy Story so much because I grew up with it as well. My second favourite human is Andy's mum, Mrs. Davis. We never see Andy's dad, and I have watched so many fan theories from Seamus Gorman to the Super Carlin brothers trying to work out what happened to Andy's dad, but until Pixar come forward with their actual explanation, we will never know for sure. But Andy's mom is such a wonderful mother. She appears at least to be a single mom with 2 children, and she seems like she did an absolutely amazing job with them from what I can see in the films. She is a lovely woman of what we see of her, and she always does what's best for her children. My third favourite human will be Bonnie. We only see Bonnie for Toy Story 3 and a few of the Toy Story shorts that have come after, which I will talk about in a later video. But obviously Bonnie should be in Toy Story 4 a lot more, as the toys are now Bonnie's. From the trailer we can see that there's a lot of things that the toys do that Bonnie is not there for, but like in the previous Toy Story films, Andy wasn't there for a lot of the toys' adventures because obviously they can't happen because the toys can't be alive when the humans are around. The next character I'm going to say is Jerry from Toy Story 2. Jerry was a cameo. He came to fix Woody for Al, and he is best known for his role in the Pixar short Jerry's Game, which was always my favourite short. I believe it was the short that went with A Bug's Life, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going by memory here, but I think they were on the same VCR when I was younger. Wow, VCR. Some of my subscribers won't even know what a VCR is. Before DVDs and Blu-rays, there were these big boxes that you put in the TV and you had to go back to the beginning yourself if you wanted to rewatch them. You couldn't just go back to a menu, as menus didn't exist on VCRs. I feel ancient now. Ancient. My next favourite human would be Molly, Andy's sister. As you can see, I'm sort of running out of people in Toy Story 3. Molly is a teenager. Molly did have a toy that we saw a lot of, which was Bo Peep, who is somehow back in Toy Story 4 even though she wasn't in Toy Story 3. I have mentioned Molly before because she was in my Easter eggs video that I did not so long back. If you haven't watched all of these videos, I'm going to put a card up above for the playlist so that you can watch them all through if you haven't already. The next one is Hanna, Sid's sister. You don't see much of Hanna, you only see her for a little bit of the first film, but this is where Mrs. Nesbit comes from. Buzz gets into the hands of Sid and into the hands of Hanna, and he has a little tea party and thinks he is a woman called Mrs. Nesbit, when of course he's Buzz Lightyear. I have mentioned this in a previous video as well, so make sure you go back and watch those. Number 7, I am really running out of humans now, but I'm going to say Al. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. We call him Al, but he works for Al's Toy Barn, and in Toy Story 2 they say that Al's Toy Barn has stores across the country, so his name probably isn't Al, but I'm just going to call him Al. He is a collector. Now that I collect myself, I don't hate him as much as I did the first time I watched it. I mean, he did still steal Woody. He does have an immense collection of Woody merchandise, and I think he was a little bit misunderstood. A lot of people love Lotso, who is a villain, because he's misunderstood, so maybe there isn't that much villainy to most of these characters as we think. And number 8, this character is still a villain, but my final favourite human is Sid. Sid was a villain, yes, but he is very creative. He knew how to fuse toys together, which a kid of his age shouldn't really know how to do, but he must have had a very good imagination, and I just think that sometimes you need to see the good in people rather than the bad. So those are my 8 favourite humans. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below who your favourite human from the Toy Story franchise is and why. Next week I'm going to be doing my favourite sad Toy Story scenes. I have done my funny ones before, but now I'm going to do my sad ones. I'm going to pull on your heartstrings. We're all going to have a good cry together, and I really hope you enjoy that video. So make sure you come back next week, and I will see you then. Bye!